I want to thank our local Board of Supervisors who last year worked to provide the funding needed to almost completely fund last year's budget request. However, in the next few minutes, I'm going to outline and articulate the continued funding challenges our school division, as well as school systems throughout the state, grapple with each year. Despite what is broadly perceived as a strong state and national economy, the levels of funding received, coupled with increasing challenges and accountability, make every budget feel recessionary. As a result, with the urging of the majority of this board in November and the many stakeholders who have contributed and provided input to this budget proposal, it's not going to be as driven or influenced at the same level by the persistent fiscal constraints that we have at all levels. It is my responsibility, and constitutionally my responsibility, to develop and present a needs-based budget. And while that has been done each year, I'm putting forth for the board's consideration the needs for FY 2020, understanding that more than likely increases in state and local funding will not rise to the levels being requested. From a recruitment perspective, it's also important to note where our school division currently stands with the largest school divisions in the state in terms of starting pay for teachers. And while this is not the only step to look at or the only increment, it is an important one from a recruitment perspective. And it's also important to see how we compete currently to the north especially, but also to the south of us. I applaud the board and our team for our efforts over the past 5 years to increase employee compensation. However, it is important to note that some of those years, health insurance rate increases accompanied the raises. For FY 2020, I am proposing to the board a 5% pay raise for all employees in a year where there will not be any increase in health insurance rates for employees. We will also continue to implement year 2 of 3 of the Evergreen study for employee groups and individuals scheduled for incremental market increases. We will also continue to increase academic and athletic stipends, the substitute rate, the hourly custodial rate, the teacher hourly rate, especially for those who work throughout the summers and on special work that benefits the entire division. And again, we will propose that we offer employee tuition reimbursement. As has been illustrated throughout this presentation, our people are vital to meeting the needs of our students. And I believe that if the intention of the state is to promote a 5% level increase, I intend to recommend it. Finally, with that, our preliminary revenues based on the state, an increase of approximately $7.5 million, and level funding from the locality, our projected expenditures would be $321,437,330, leaving us with a preliminary budget gap of $12,350,931.